Went over to my local Walmart today and was pleasantly surprised to find this guy sitting on the peg up there. So here is Transformers Prime, Robots in Disguise, Decepticon, Rumble. Now, I don't understand why they do this with a lot of the new characters and stuff. They like putting Decepticon, Rumble, or Autobot, whatever. I mean, it's useless. You already have Decepticon labeled down here on the bottom. It already says it there. We know what he is. So he doesn't need to be Decepticon Rumble. It just makes him seem more useless. But I am very excited for this guy. You can see some really nice box art up here of Rumble. So that looks really cool. I'm excited to get him into robot mode. Also includes a DVD, which is loose cannons. Again, that's the same one that came in the Wheeljack package. See down here, here he is with his two power driver guns. Turn to the side here, just deluxe class, series 1, number 14. On the back, you got his bio here. Let me get that so you can see it well. You can see that, pause it if you want. And then we have back here your product shot. There's Rumble, and his tuner car mode. So that's an interesting little car. We'll see how that looks in hand. And his robot mode looks really cool. I'm excited for that. He's got a little face deal going on there. You see down here the Transformers Prime cast, all that good stuff. On the side, here's his tech data and some more cool box art. You can pause that again, check that out whenever you like. And we got down here at the bottom some more little product shots. You got Sergeant Cup, Shadow Strike Bumblebee, and Arachnid. So there you have it. There's Decepticon Rumble. Now let's get him out of the package. Rumble's vehicle mode is it's kind of cool. It's a little car. You can see it rolls decently. I mean, he doesn't roll all that great. As you can see, this little chest piece down here kind of gets in the way. And so you see that back tire there isn't rolling. See, is it the same on the other side? And the other side rolls. For some reason, this back tire isn't rolling for me. At least not always. So that's it's not a big deal. These wheels are they're a little loose, so they're a little wobbly. But again, not a big deal. Really, the biggest deal I have is the lack of unique paint apps. I mean, the back is just plain, other than a really tiny Decepticon logo there. I don't even know if you guys can even see that. And it's just like it looks like just a little purple smudge, unless you get really close to it. On the front, you have the all blacked out grille with black headlights, all that. Which isn't so bad because, I mean, nowadays you do have a lot of cars out there that do black out their headlights. There's also a Decepticon logo right there in the middle, which I don't know if you can see that, which is because it's also difficult to see since it's just purple on black. There's really no contrast to make it pop. So it just kind of sits there. He's got gray down here, and really that's it for all the paint apps. That's it. You know, he's got this nice blue though. I like that. The windows are all this nice red tint. So that's cool to see. He does have some cool detailing though. You see his hood here has some nice detailing. You can see on the side of the door he's got some nice detailing. Here, these plugs here, you can see they've got little, I guess, little rivets or divots or whatever you want to call them going around them, which is pretty cool. On the back, you do have all the detailing though for the brake lights and everything, and a license plate here. It also doesn't fit together quite right for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I mistransformed them a little. I really don't know. So there you have it. It comes with these two weapons, these two pile driver guns here, which you see they got these pegs. They're kind of blank on the inside there, but on the top they're pretty neat. They're pretty cool looking. I like them. Unfortunately though, they're just black. So on the box, these parts here were all blue, this whole area here, but instead it's all black here. And you can take these, plug them in on the sides here of the car, and now you've armed him. He's ready to go. He's ready to rumble. So that's unique. That's interesting, I guess. Not something I'm totally crazy about. It doesn't bother me though. I've seen some people that care less for it than I do right now. So to get them transformed, the first thing you want to do is you want to pop these panels out. So they're tabbed in, so you want to kind of untab, 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 pull them straight out. Same on this side, untab all three parts and pull them out. There's 3 tabs there. So you want to pull that out. Now take the hood, lift it up a bit. You don't have to lift it all the way. You can just lift it all the way actually. Why not? You got the feet down here. You want to take this and bend it down. But you see, as you bend them down, they spread apart, and you're not going to get them to go straight, because the next part is you take these parts here and you're going to slide them, you're going to rotate them in. you're just going to rotate them in like that, all the way around, and now you can get that leg all the way stretched out. Take these, which are the feet, flip those forward, and there's your legs. So next up top, you can pop this whole hood area apart there already, no big deal, don't see why not. Flip these, and then you want to take these, spread them to the side, and rotate them like that. And now you're going to get into the little revealer part. You're going to take the whole torso and split it, and now there's your head, just popped straight up. There's your little headpiece. And then before you close it back up, rotate these a little more so I can get them out of the way. Oops. Before you get them popped back on there, you're going to take these panels and rotate them so that that tab there goes into that little slot. And it's not going to actually do anything, it's just going to sit there. And you want to do that with both sides to make sure that just sits there. And then you're going to take the whole chest, the torso, pop it all together, make sure these are out of the way. You're going to simply pop it together, just like that. So you've got now everything except for the arms. Now for the arms, you just take these parts here, lift them up, and there's a tab here, and that just kind of folds over this little corner here, just like that. Same on the other side. Just take it over and fold it. There you go. Now, last but not least, rotate the arms. And voila. There you have Rumble, all transformed in his robotic glory. And you can see he is a really cool little figure. I dig this guy a lot. He's got some really nice color to him. I kind of wish he had a little more, but this yellow that comes out when you transform him that wasn't there before, that's nice. It gives him a little extra color. He's obviously got, you know, the torso is just, that's a face. I mean, that's a face. You got eyes there, there's a mouth. I mean, you can also see it as kind of like a cassette deck, where you got the little spindles or spinners, whatever. I forget what they were called now, but those will be there. And so yeah, he's really cool. Unfortunately, this right here is as close as you're gonna get his feet to stay together because of these panels here in the middle. So as you can see, they're just getting in the way. So you're not gonna get those to come together any closer than that. So for articulation, his head is on a really nice ball joint. So it's gonna do pretty much whatever you want. He can look straight up. He can look sort of down. Unfortunately, his chin is kind of blocked there, so he's not gonna go all the way down. His shoulders are on ball joints there, so you can get those to go all the way around. He also has here these either hinges, so this will just spin up and down. I don't think that's a hinge actually. Whatever, that joint there. Bicep swivel. He's got elbow ratchets, light ratchets, but they're good. And nothing at the hand, nothing at the wrist. No waist articulation, which is a bummer because they could have included it. I mean, that's not something that would have been impossible to put in here. Actually, I guess he's got a little bit of something there. Not sure. I think that might be what set this guy. There we go. That might actually fix his vehicle mode. So I guess he does have a little joint in there or something. Yeah, it looks like he does have a little waist articulation there. Huh, so that's something I didn't see before. He's got that, but it's only a little bit because of this crotch piece there. So you're not going to get much out of it. But you can get a little bit there. So that's cool, that's interesting. That's something I didn't notice. His hips, his legs are on ball joints. You got thigh swivel, upper thigh swivel, knee bend, which, if you bend it, you get that weirdness there, that emptiness. Bend that back. His feet are on some nice ball joints. So this will go in and out, and it'll go nice up and down. So you can get a really good range of poses from him. So he looks really cool. I dig this guy. I really do. I'm happy with him. I am very happy with him. Try and rotate him back around a little. So I'm very happy with him. You can take, obviously, his little guns. They go on each hand, but you can see where the pegs are. They're on opposite sides there. I don't know if you can see that, but they're on opposite sides of the guns. So they go on specific hands. So this one here goes on this hand. Just like that, and it goes all the way through. This is a really long peg. I don't know why they needed to make this that long. I guess maybe that way it holds in vehicle mode. I guess, I'm not sure, but that's a very long peg, and it can be a bit of a pain to take it off, in my opinion. At least for me, since it is so long and there's nothing really to grab onto on the other side. Oops. So you just pop those both in, just like that. And there you have him with his power drivers slash miniguns. They look good as miniguns. You pull them up, and you see they're ready to blast. Actually, let me see. There you go. You got it to focus there. My bad. You can see they look really cool as guns. I dig that. Unfortunately, I wish they had that blue paint app or maybe some little paint apps in here, which I've looked at the repro labels for this guy, and they look great. So I'm thinking of just jumping all over those. So you see also you can get some poses of him using them as power drivers. I've seen some people that don't really like these for him as power drivers. I think they look pretty cool, and if you get him in the right pose, it does look like he's power driving it. I've also seen people take these shoulder pieces, untab them there. For some reason, there you go. Untab it and then bring them back down to go over the power driver, and they feel that looks better, that it looks more like it's locked into place. Let me fix my little sheets there. I'm going to need to tape those together or something. You see, you know, some people like that a lot better for whenever he's got the power drivers on. They feel it keeps his arms straightened out more and looks more like actual power drivers. But I like having these up, me personally. And that's just me. So, you know, if you get this guy, you do whatever you want with him. That's the best part. And so, yeah, there you have it. I think he looks really cool. Now, I'm going to... Oh, another thing, before I even forget. You can take these out. And you can actually store them on him. Something I noticed, you see these pegs back here. You can actually take this and stick them on here. If you want to store them, have some little storage on there. This wasn't in the instructions, not that I remember. You can store them back here, and then that way you won't have them just sitting around if you don't want him holding them. So you see, it doesn't look too bad with them up there. You know, they just kind of sit there. You can kind of see the black coming over the shoulders, which it isn't too bad. You can also obviously switch them and have them pointing down, which I think that looks a little weird, but it's not too vehicle mode size comparison. You can see them here next to the RiD Bumblebee mold, which is Hotshot. You see they're both about the same length. The Bumblebee mold is a little thicker, a little wider than Rumble, but you see they're both about the same length. So not a big difference there. And just to cap it off, here he is in his robot mode with that same mold of Bumblebee slash Hotshot and Megatron. So you can see he's on the smaller side, which is fine because, well, Rumble's a small character. So he's actually bigger than you would expect Rumble to be. But he's still on the small size. You can see he scales pretty well with them, I think. And even though he is short, he's still very beefy. You see his little shoulder pieces there go up to about the same height as Bumblebee's little back kibble. So that's a good size. That's a good size there. And also, another thing I forgot to mention is his back is really kibble free. I like that. He's actually really clean in the back there. So that's cool. You can also see his legs are a little empty over here and whatnot. But overall, he is a really, really cool figure. I dig him a lot. Let me get these guys out of here. So yeah, again, overall, this guy's awesome. I dig him. I think he's really cool. I think he's a lot of fun. Even, you know, especially with that face and all the cool light piping. He does have a lot of really cool light piping in his head here. You can see his eyes are red, and so is that little crest there. So if you look in the back there, that's a lot of light piping there going through his head. And I just dropped him. Somehow, that was a very awkward drop. So there you have it. My recommendation, get him. That, again, I guess that's a common theme with my recommendations here, but my recommendation for this guy here is if you like him, if you want, and if you like characters that aren't on the show, then go for it. If you're just going strictly show accurate, show character, then I guess you can skip him, because I don't know if this guy's going to be in the show. What with Season 3 being Beast Hunters and all, and this guy being a car, he's different. I know that if you're not into blue, if, let's say, red is your favorite color, pretty sure Takara is going to be doing Frenzy Deco, which is just going to be this guy in red. So that's going to be coming out sometime soon. And I don't know if Hasbro is going to be taking that and then releasing it again in the States. So that's going to be interesting to see. It's something to keep your eye out for. I dig this guy a lot. My favorite color is blue, so him being blue works out for me, really. So there you have it. This has been Self Portrait 14. Have a good day.